So thank you, Tom, for joining me for this. It's been a real joy working with you on Meals from Marlow, and amazing the way you and Chris and Andy, who started it up, have inspired so many people. You invited us to get involved right at the start. I'd love to know, what were you expecting for it was going to be like working with the church?
To be honest, I had really no kind of expectations. I don't spend a lot of my time in a church, to be 100% honest. But from my point of view, it was a case of reaching out to members of community, and there isn't a better outreach than the church that that I know of, that I could originally go to, that has so many connections to so many different people in so many different ways, whether it's through a religious point of view or whether it's through just connecting with human beings. So from our point of view, it was straight away, okay, this is a great space to go in. Yourself, Dave, is somebody who's very, very well known in the community. And to be honest, it was everything that I expected, but more. I kind of hoped that you always meet people from no matter what religion, and they always seem very grounded and very solid and very incredibly caring and with heartfelt reasons to be doing it. And so none of it's ever self-centered. It's never felt, nothing's ever selfish. So when you reach out to yourself in the church and the community, you feel that there's going to be a lot of love to be given out here. Hopefully, we keep our fingers crossed. And I'm completely blown away, not just by the church itself, but the volunteer force that the church brought along. Everybody was such incredibly committed, wonderfully kind, and full of such great energy.
Wow, well, that's really good to hear. How has it changed your perception of church, or has it changed your perception of church? Sounds like you knew what you were hoping to find.
Yeah.
How's that changed?
So from my point of view, it's now very much a go-to port of call. I called you last week with another situation where somebody needed a connection for somebody within the community. It's very much a great, I suppose, focal point, a nucleus of a centre of community for our point of view for Marlow. So although we have connections within the local council or the town council or the district councils, still for me, the point of view from the experience that we've got was, let's go to the church, let's speak to Dave.
And as someone who, as you've said, you haven't spent much of your life in church. I mean, as someone, if you could see the church change, what kind of change would you like to see in the church? What would you like the church to become known for?
Well, to be honest, the way that it reached out into the community then was very, very special, because it wasn't about a religion at all. It was about those veins, those really rich veins that spread to so many people, that gave so much happiness to people that got those meals from us, that we were all, delivering into you, and you were then delivering, spreading that out. The love that came back from it was amazing. And I think that was such a special connection. And from a church point of view, I imagine that's all you want to do, is just spread that kind of love and feeling that it doesn't matter whether you believe or not, that those rich veins of community that you can tie together are very, very special. So I imagine, from my point of view, that's where I would like to see the community growing much more with the church and with the people that all live within that kind of small area.
Wow, that's so interesting to hear, because the church is all about, Jesus said, love God and love your neighbor. Those are the two most important things. And we kind of try to do that, but I think sometimes we struggle to know how. And what's been amazing for us is that you and the others who were involved have inspired so many people. And you've kind of, I feel like you've shown us a new way to be like those veins and to love people where we were struggling sometimes to know.
Yeah, I think it's just an opportunity to connect. And as awful as this situation that we're all in, I think it gave us, everybody, a real opportunity and a real way of connecting, irrespective of background, irrespective of standing in the community, irrespective of cost or monetary or education or race or religion. It just suddenly became about a community being tied together. And that was very, very special. Every morning when I went past the church and saw the guys there, and the same guys every morning at 9:30, handing out those meals, it was such a special and wonderful thing to see.
Yeah, well, it has been an amazing thing to be part of, and I'm so grateful to you for your bringing your energy, and you've given so much to it personally. Your commitment to it has just been amazing. So thank you for that. And thank you for coming and sharing some of your thoughts in the story with us today.
Pleasure.
Take care.